Hi, I'm Jack Koenig with Graco Industrial Lubrication Equipment, and this is our new electric grease jockey pump. The electric grease jockey pump works with meters similar to the ones we used on the pneumatic grease jockey system. The meters are really a type of injector, so they are a parallel system. To make the injectors dispense or fire, we need to build pressure, and then they will meter out a volume of grease, and you'll just see a little squirt of grease here. Let's get this started so we can show how this works. I'm just going to hit manual run. There it is. We usually set these pumps to run from about 7 to 10 minutes because on a system that feeds a whole truck, it's going to need 4 or 5 minutes just to build the pressure that the injectors need to see so that they'll do their dispense. This little demo unit here should dispense in less than a minute because we only have about 1 foot of mainline hose. The meters are not continually dispensing while the pump is running. It's just, here we get a little squirt of grease we can see. And as you can see, this is just a squirt of grease. You're not getting a continuous run. Let me wipe this off just to show grease is not flowing out of here. These are done dispensing until the pressure is vented and they're pressurized again. Venting the pressure allows the meter to reset and measure out another dose. The pressure to fire these injectors is only around 500 psi. We have the electric grease jockey system set to get close to 2000 psi, and that's because 2000 psi at the pump should translate to at least 500 psi even at the furthest bank of injectors, potentially running 15-20 feet down the side of a truck. We just want to make sure there's plenty of pressure to ensure the 500 psi even on a cold day reaches the injectors in that furthest bank. I'm going to hit cancel now to make this stop, and now you can see the pressure dropped because the vent valve opened up when we stopped the pump. We can run it again now and see we'll get another squirt of grease, and that just shows that this is how an injector-based system works. Even though the pump is running, it doesn't mean grease is flowing out of the injectors. We're just pressurizing the main line to pressurize the inlet side of each injector or meter, and then once the pressure is reached, you get grease dispensed, and there it goes. Typically on an on-road, fairly clean environment, we run the pump about every 3 hours, and that's how it comes factory set. The on time is 7 minutes, the off time is 2 hours and 53 minutes for a total of 3 hours. That gets you one dispense every 3 hours. If you're in an environment that's more dirty or salty, you may want to go down to an hour and a half. And if you have an application where you're actually driving your semi through a field or some kind of other off-road environment, you may actually want to go down to half an hour to an hour. But that's fine. Even if you leave it at 7 minutes, you could go down to 23 minutes for your off time and 7 minutes for the on time, and that's still going to be okay. The motor in these pumps has a 1/3 duty cycle, but 7 minutes on, 23 minutes off is still less than 1/3, so that would be okay to do that. There we had our second dispense, and that's how the electric grease jockey works.